Although for us, psychologically, it perhaps cannot be so, sumo is, in fact, continuing without Hakuho. I have some other news to report. But let's just stick with the great man for a second, as his first post in the coaching ranks has been announced. The new coach Magaki will be joining the association's Department for Proliferation of Sumo Instruction, which in plain English tries to widen access to good sumo training and teaching in schools and universities. Since 2020, it has also led the way in content production for sumo's official YouTube channel. The ex-Hakuho has been placed there, says press chief Shibatayama, because every new coach is, and he may well be reassigned next year. For now, Magaki will also be on the second lowest rank for sumo elders, quite a come down from Yokozuna heights. Somehow, I can't see him staying on 33 years. One man who clearly wants to, though, given how meek his speech has become, is Terunofuji, who has finally commented on the Hakuho retirement. He's the man who carved out the path for people like me to do pro sumo, and I went all out to try and repay him, said the September champion. And he added the retirement was not a total surprise to him, saying, "In Nagoya, we spent much time in the same dressing room, and I had a feeling our final day encounter could be his last." Despite defeat in that match, Teru believes the entire experience will help him going forward. The former Hakuho, of course, gave him his full blessing to lead the wrestling community in last Friday's conference. Teru was actually speaking at another retirement event, that of ex-Sekiwake Kotoyuki, on Saturday. That took place at the Kokugikan with around 250 guests present. And after coach Satogatake severed his top knot, Yuki promptly shaved the rest of his hair for a shiny new look, and was surprised at how undented he seemed, given how many head-on collisions he'd faced. The man himself says a new cut symbolizes his new start as coach ISEGAHAMA, working with Satogatake Stable's ever-dwindling number of wrestlers. And another ceremony held, after a year's delay, was the one involving Terunofuji's coach, who on Sunday finally performed his 60th birthday ring-entering ceremony. This is an honor accorded to all Yokozuna who live that long, and performed with a special roped belt dyed red, the auspicious color which celebrates 5 cycles of the zodiac. Coach ISEGAHAMA's ex-student and Yokozuna Haruma Fuji served as sword-bearer, while ex-Sekiwake Aminishiki, his nephew, acted as dew sweeper. "It's tough to do this at my age," ISEGAHAMA confirmed. "I put in 4 years of gym training to make sure I looked the part." It was the first such Shiranui-style ceremony staged since 1937. At present, the ex-Hakuho is also down to perform it in 2045. But will his coaching tenure last that long? In other news, the relaxed state of emergency may have been lifted, but the next Tokyo tournament will still have a pandemic feel. Sumo chiefs are persevering with the 50% capacity rule for January, and have cancelled all spring tour events again, making normalcy still far away. Now here's an unusual one. 2 men with the same surname fighting for the same stable, but unrelated. That's the situation at Fujishima now, after it welcomed amateur star Ibuki Suguro last week. Here he is placing 3rd at the 2019 All Japan Amateur Championships. And here is the stable's other Suguro, Ryuki, placing 2nd in Division 4 this September. We wish them both well. And finally, recently axed Takagenji has been helping train school kids as part of the Takatoriki roadshow. Sumo's #1 YouTuber plans to offer guest coaching services to sumo clubs across Japan, with Genji in tow. the trial run being conducted in Saitama last week. Takatoriki's restaurant is becoming a real stamping ground for discarded sumo property, with even fired coach Tokitsukaze now dining there. Could a rival sumo movement be taking shape?